Thank you for staying with us on the Pulse. I'm Gary Al Smith now with the sport. Yesterday we did a preview of the Champions League games that came to us, there too. And Sel Insaki, who is in studio with me, had a couple of predictions. We promised to redeem them and probably give him a tease or two if he got them wrong. But suffice to say, he was right in saying that Real Madrid were going to, I think he said, a narrow victory.
Yeah. I thought they were going to control the game.
They were going to control the game, but they did more than that, as they had an imperious performance. Today, the show goes on, and the arch nemesis, if you like, of Cristiano Ronaldo will be in action, as AS Roma hope to secure a vital away point against Barca.
Champions League quarter-final first leg tonight, with Lionel Messi expected to play at the Camp Nou. The Argentine football wizard hasn't started in 3 consecutive matches because of a leg muscle problem, and it remains uncertain if he can play at full strength for a full 90 minutes. Barcelona have been eliminated in the quarter-finals of the Champions League 3 of the past 4 seasons, including the last 2.
I very much doubt that at this stage that a first leg result will be decisive to make it through, partly because of the level of the rivals and the players. All the teams are of a high level, and for us it'll be of our interest not to concede goals and of course win the game. But we are aware that it isn't enough to play a good first leg, but we need to do the same during both legs to make it through.
AS Roma will go into the encounter as the underdogs. The Italian side only narrowly qualified for the last 8 after edging out Shakhtar Donetsk on away goals. But Roma's recent form, 4 victories in their last 5 games in Serie A, has caught the attention of Barca coach Ernesto Valverde.
After watching the Roma games in the group stage, it wasn't a big surprise that they have got here, as they played very well. Also, when you watch their games in the Italian league, I'm not surprised they are in the quarter-finals, as they are a great team playing well, attacking well, and also defending together. They are hard to beat when they are compact, and we will have great difficulty breaking them down. All 4 of the quarter-final matches look very attractive, and we hope to make it through to the next stage.
Roma in the quarterfinals for the first time in a decade don't have fond memories from their last visit to the Camp Nou. They lost 6-1 in the group stages of the Champions League in 2015. But the Italians are confident of securing a vital away goal before hosting the Catalan Giants for the second leg in a week's time.
That should be good. Also, it's that other tie that will be keeping England glued. Liverpool will be welcoming Man City to Anfield in that quarter-final first leg,
The 2 top scorers in the Premier League this season. It's no surprise this fixture brings a glut of goals too. The last time these 2 teams met at Anfield, they shared 7 goals between them. Manchester City's Kyle Walker happy the Champions League has now brought them back together again to make amends for that 4-3 defeat. Their first and only loss in the Premier League so far this season.
In all fairness, it's probably helped us come the Champions League because we know what we're going to expect. It was probably, as well, not losing all season as well with being compared to the Invincibles. It was always going to be difficult. So I'm glad that it came at a time like that. Thankfully, it came against Liverpool. That now we can go and put things right. We know what to expect, and you know we've got a score to settle with them.
That defeat at Anfield only proved to be a blip for Manchester City. But while Walker and his teammates were sad to lose that Invincibles tag, the defender believes the defeat helped keep their minds focused.
If you can be compared to, that great Arsenal team that, actually did it, it'd be fantastic. But, in this day and age in football, it's always going to be hard. But, it didn't happen, and it was probably, I think it was a godsend because it kept our feet on the floor then. That's out the way now. Come on, lads, let's just focus on, winning each and every game from this point and see if we can go and clinch the Premier League title.
While Manchester City know a win this weekend against Manchester United will win them the Premier League title, Liverpool continue to fight for a top 4 finish, knowing they can't afford any more slip-ups in this final run-in.
If you look at the Champions League, of course, it's all or nothing in the next 2 weeks. If you look at the Premier League, we have to get the results every week until middle of May. So that's just not in these 2 weeks. But of course, there's also 2 very important games in the Premier League. You have to win, really.
So let's have a quick discussion about the AS Roma and Barca game. okay, first, Liverpool, Man City, because we have these two who are being used as the poster boys for each of the sides.
Yeah, very much important, as we all know what is also at stake. Aside this game, there's so much going on between the two of them as the race for the PFA best player. Today, De Bruyne also stated that he'll be voting for Salah, so that's something for them. But then if you look at it, it's a big perspective for this game. They have a backdrop of Liverpool being the only team to beat City, so we all know that it's something that we play in the back of the players' mind, the manager, that Liverpool could also pose a threat, and it's at Anfield, so they have to expect something as well. And as Jurgen Klopp has said, they are going to attack them. Pep Guardiola, on the other hand, has also said that they are never going to change the way they're going to play. They're going to play the same way they play.
We're going to expect a very frenetic game.
A very frenetic game. And you can see both sides are attacking side. Great front threes when it comes to Liverpool's Sané, Mane, and then, Mane's Firmino and Salah. And then for Man City, we have Sané, Sterling, and Gabriel Jesus, because Aguero is going to be missing again. So both teams are going to cancel each other. Great attacking side. So we have a great occasion at Anfield tonight.
Well, their defenses can be suspect at times, and so hopefully we'll be having a feast of goals. That's all I'm asking for. Can't be too much for a brother. AS Roma also facing Barcelona. We had the previews and the permutations, but some will say it's all about Barca getting that choker's tag out of the way.
Yeah, and it's expected, but I think AS Roma also are going to be very humble today. Their manager said that Barca is the big side. They have to just make sure they stop them from creating enough chances, because whatever you're going to do, Barcelona, Camp Nou are going to create chances. So what you have to do is try and stop them and make sure you concentrate the game after at Rome. But if you look at Valverde also saying that he respects the opponent, he spoke about their group stage games. But Barcelona are coming for a good record, whereby in 12 games against Italian side, they've not lost any game. They won all. The last time they played Roma, they beat them 6-1 in the 2015-16 group stage game. So everything is going to Barcelona, and it looks like they have a good one tonight.
Thank you, Sir Owen. We appreciate your time. We'll be back at 10:30 for the football show to show you the highlights of all the games. But at 8:30, join us for live update on what's going on between these four teams. I'm Gary L. Smith. I'll see you in a bit.